What's going on, guys? Tonight I got the white warthog crossed with a Primotalii. White warthog crossed with Primotalii. From Hellfire Farms. And my guess is that the next generation of these will most likely create all kinds of really cool looks and styles. I don't got the camera in the right place here. Sorry guys, bear with me. It smells delicious and fruity. Beautiful interior. See if I can get a better shot. Like that. Right there. Smells very Chinense. Like almost, I guess you could say habanero like. Very fruity. And slightly floral. Let's give it a try. Alright, so the flavor is very, so it's going to sound weird, but very peppery. Like almost if you were to dry a pepper and have the dried pepper, but slightly watery. Very small amount of fruitiness. Excuse me, pepper. Maybe very slight citrus notes, but barely any at all. It's starting to light up the mouth. If this is anything like the warthogs, it's going to be a slow climb. They start out not seeming like much, and then all of a sudden they just start taking off. That's what this is doing. I can feel it spreading. Excuse me. So funny, every time I eat a pepper, just these tiny little burps come up. And I feel them coming all the way up. And I just have to release them. Very solid burn. It slowly engulfed my whole mouth. Very slowly. Spread all the way throughout my mouth. So I'm at about a 5. Now Now I feel the next filial generation of those is where things start getting interesting. Because I don't know how many generations in that is. But it's sure not stable yet. Not with how new the Warthog itself is, especially the color variations like white. So I'm going to guess that's only F1 or F2, in which the next year is when they start kind of really showing their colors, if you will. Sometimes it happens F1, or no, it would be F2. So F1 isn't typically, it's only going to show the mother plant. F2 is where you start seeing some influence from the father plant as well. And that's how you selectively breed which phenotype you want to go with. Different colors that appear. So far, almost all the white variants of pods that I've had have been some of my favorite. So if this one does change a lot, I hope it still keeps the white variant, even if the pod shape changes or any of that. See, I'd say I've reached the 5. Excuse me, pepper. I reached a 5, and it kind of hung there for a little bit. It was very, very slow incline. Reached a 5, and then just slowly started dropping off. I feel it literally a perfect taper to the burn. Just as slow as it came up, it's coming back down. The unfortunate part is, as my tolerance builds, the burns, the fumes are literally choking me up. Just the fumes from the pepper. What does it say? The more my tolerance goes up, the shorter the burn is. I feel like my peaks don't last nearly as long. So we're already down to about a 3. We're only, 6 minutes in, I'd say, at most, or maybe a little more. And I'm already halfway down. The only flavor that stuck in my mouth was just that peppery flavor. If you were to take like white peppercorns or something like that and chewed on a white peppercorn, just that peppery flavor to it. It's another peppers, but still. They don't all carry that pepper forward flavor. This one was very pepper forward. Slight wateriness, touch of fruity at best, and a touch of citrus at best. It's very, very mild on all flavors except for that peppery flavor. That hung around. That is good. Burn's almost completely gone. So I'm at a 1 now. I can definitely feel it made my nose a little bit like the mucus is a little bit looser. But it's not like trying to spill out of my nose. It just feels watery. Started kind of feeling like it was going to make my eyes water. but they didn't really well up. I'm still hanging at about a 1. It's still just that lingering, just a little tiny bit of a burn. That was a delicious pepper. I can't wait to see what that grades in the further filial generations. And still have that peppery flavor in my mouth. Very pepper forward. That's the only way I can describe it. It's got a very pepper forward flavor to it. Excuse me, pepper. Still pulling seeds out of my teeth. It was an absolutely delicious pepper. It's from Hellfire Farms. Alright, so burn is gone. I'm still tasting that peppery flavor in my mouth. Everything about that is a very linear transition through the burn. It's a very slow incline. Peaked, hung around for just a little bit, and then a very slow decline. So if you like a really steady burn throughout the whole mouth, like I said, I literally felt it slowly engulf my whole mouth. Like the whole mouth. It didn't attack the throat. Maybe slightly warm in the throat, but not quite, I wouldn't really call it a burn. It just got warm in my throat. My whole mouth was lit up. And it was just a very steady pepper. Just steady burn, steady up, steady down. Very balanced. That one's perfect for people who don't like the very strong flavors of peppers, like a strong floral, or a strong bitter, or even a strong fruity. I'm sure there are people out there that don't prefer a strongly fruity pepper or a strongly citrus. This one was very mild all the way around, flavor-wise, except for that peppery flavor. And that flavor just left my mouth now. So that pretty much leaves me with nothing. But that was delicious. Again, that was the White Warthog crossed with the Primotalii from Hellfire Farms. Alright guys. Oh, wait. Before I forget, I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper and hold it up so everyone can use it. If you go to hellfirefarms.com, use discount code BURN_daily10. That gives you 10% off on your order from Hellfire Farms. And enjoy that 10% off. Alright guys, burn daily.